Hey guys, and welcome back to episode 13. It is March of 1886, and we just built our third cargo hub. So, if in the last episode we got a stable income going, this episode should be like stable to maybe more money than we know what to do with. And if we're like 20 episodes in the future coming back to watch this when we have like millions, like tens of millions, hundreds of millions, maybe even billions of dollars, and I say that we have more money than we know what to do with, it's going to be a little bit silly. But let me just check and make sure I did the alternate platforms here, which I did not. So let's do this one to 4 as well. And then this is interesting because this is a dead end and this isn't a dead end. And honestly, I'm not 100% sure on if the trains have to get to a dead end in order to turn around. I'm thinking it might have to go all the way down there just to turn around and like dry run on the way back. So honestly, I'm not 100% certain about that, but let's default it to 4 anyway, and if it ever happens, it'll be interesting to see, I guess. And this one looks like I also didn't do the alternate platforms, so let's just do it like that. And in this episode, I'd really like to focus on the passenger services because we have cargo pretty comprehensively good, and we don't have any really passenger services. We have this one that didn't spark any demand, or sorry, between these two cities. No. Yeah, the island wasn't even on the screen. That's how big this map is. So I think there's like a max distance that the citizens are willing to travel or something that cargo doesn't have. Cargo will just go where it needs to go, but citizens are like picky, I guess. So maybe we try, I mean, honestly, the easiest route would probably be getting like a train going, but I'm kind of interested if we could spark any demand by ships too. So honestly, I don't even know where to start. Let's maybe just start here really quick to see if we could get a ship going and then maybe build a passenger train. Or honestly, maybe we go in the other order because like we know we have demand between at least these two cities. And honestly, building a passenger network for over here, that is, I mean, this is going to take some serious planning because we have a bunch of cities over here. Trying to think about how we're going to hit all these. Like, these are really awkwardly spaced, and then that's only half of the map, so we have to think about this one. I mean, this side would be easier for passenger train. Probably start here. Then we'd have to do like a hairpin turn around this mountain, I guess, and then like a loop kind of thing, and these two are like directly across from each other. So I don't know, dude. That's going to take a lot of planning. For now, maybe we just stick it easy, and just like literally we already have a bus route going between these two. Maybe we just make a train between these two. And then with like these cities growing, maybe if we add a shipping line, then maybe some people would be interested in going up to Thaxted. English people are probably going to get really mad at me for, I mean, honestly, dude, probably everyone around the world is going to get mad at me for my pronunciations, but yeah, I'm sorry. But maybe let's start with that. Let's start with just a nice, simple passenger route. And, I mean, we do have what is this? A bus station, but it's in a terrible spot for a train station. Remember, I'm trying to play where I like don't remove the like buildings as much as possible, so I don't really want to just do it like this. And a couple reasons there. One, it's going to cost money, but I guess money really doesn't matter that much anymore. And the other one is I just like the towns growing naturally, and I don't know, I feel like governments aren't able to just bulldoze entire neighborhoods to build a train station, but I mean, it is 1800s. I could be dead wrong on that. Let's see where the bus station is on this one. The bus station is in a convenient spot here. I think I remember planning a little bit better for that on this side. So we are going to have to decide where to put it here. And honestly, I'm feeling like we're just going to have to make this another bus stop, or maybe even up here. We're just going to have to make this another bus stop, and the train will probably come. Probably just going to parallel this road, I guess. I mean, I don't see a good reason to not parallel the road, and it'll be convenient because there's already people waiting to transfer. Look at all these 1800s people. And so let's do it like here. Okay, and man, I like all the animals running around. There's like 3 animals. This is a bear. There's a bunch of elk over here. I do like the wildlife. Unfortunately, when the city grows, the wildlife is probably going to go away, but oh well, we don't have to think about that. We're obviously going to want to put this facing this way, and we're going to want terminus on each side of this island because it's just one island. And so that's honestly pretty good. Something like this could connect the bus station, but then no, let's just do that by roads, because if we ever want to expand the bus station, it'll be a little bit harder if it's like directly attached. So I think really just something like that is going to be fine. And I mean, oh shoot, I mean, maybe I could have done 2 platforms. Let me just add in another platform. And I mean, it's not that hard to expand it if we want to. Let's do, this is passenger, and let's put some underpass in here. I do have a train beginner's guide coming out soon, probably next week. So if you're watching these like live, look forward to that. And because I go over all this stuff like in depth, which is awesome. And if you're watching this after that's already came out, well, that's probably how you found my channel. But I could be wrong. It could be the Cargo Hub video. So I don't know. Or maybe something else. I don't know. I'm just speculating here. Postulating, if you may. But let's bulldoze this just temporarily. And I'm going to add some passenger buildings and just plan out large main building. Wow, that is a looker. I do like that. And I mean, let's do, yeah, we're in refunding mode. Let's just refund it too. And is that in the middle? Oh yeah. Nice. And then we could just do, how much is this even? 25k? That is nothing for that size building. Let's do a couple of them. And then maybe we move on to like medium buildings. I honestly don't know what the difference between medium and medium main is. But let's just do it. So a couple of these. We're getting to the point where I have money to spend and I just like designing things to make them look cool. And maybe this is like an office building on the end, or dude, I don't know, man. So, but something like this, and then let's just mirror it on the other side, just because I like being symmetrical, I guess. And we don't have to make it like perfectly symmetrical, but I feel like I don't really have too much else to do. And honestly, we're not gonna want to expand, are we? I don't think we're gonna want to. Maybe we're gonna want to expand. Maybe we refund this side. And then people are just gonna have to wait over here. And then if we ever do want to expand, we could add a couple platforms over here. So I don't know, it's not symmetrical like I was saying, but whatever. And let's connect. I think we can connect like this. And then if we just drag this into the main street, it should work. And let's do, I think the roads are this like medium road, and so the bus does connect. Let's add in, I have a feeling, let's just do, I'm trying to plan ahead for the future. It's a little bit tricky. That is really gross. But I mean, it works. And we could do something like this, just plan ahead a little bit. Now we can plan ahead a little bit, and we don't need a third one yet. We might have to bulldoze this like neighborhood if the city ever grows, but that's probably fine. So we have it connecting, and now we need to build some train tracks, but we do need to build them to where they will actually connect. So this is the hard part. I don't think we could just, honestly, we could do it like somewhere over here or something, and then if we built a road to it, yeah, maybe we do this. And then, because I was going to build it up here, but then we need to replace this bus station with a like full-size one. But if we build it down here and just kind of, let's also make this longer. And then, we can, yeah, I like this. So let's do this. We're going to have to bulldoze this road. Sorry, town citizen AI. But I'm liking this. It is kind of going to, we're not going to have room to expand here with like passenger buildings, but we will have room on the other side to expand passenger buildings. So let's do like a large one. I like claiming my space, basically, is what happened, because I didn't put passenger buildings on my stations at first in like the first game I did, and then all this the city like grew around me, and then I had no room to expand. And again, I don't really like removing buildings, so I try to avoid it. And oh yeah, Wait, can I sneak a little road connection in here? Oh yeah, look at that. Now I have a little sidewalk connection too. That is fancy. And oh yeah, trams. I forgot about trams. We can throw in trams at some point. But let's go ahead and do, honestly, let's just do a large building. We'll just go all in on the large-esque-ness, I guess. It's not like perfectly... I mean, if someone really wanted to like get past security, they could probably just walk in here. There's no fences around. But, I mean, whatever. We know they'll pay for it. So, let's do... That road depot isn't the most convenient except for if we build a tram. So, I think we're going to want to build a tram on this. Is this Aerith, I think? And let's just make this one longer. We could do a third platform there if we want to. But, honestly, let's do like... We can make a street. Something like this to get all our connections in. And then I think if I connect this into the road, it should... I can't upgrade that road, bummer. But yeah, I think do all these light up now. Yeah, the passenger lights up with the ship, which lights up with the bus. So hopefully connecting these two cities together to this train spot, I don't know, it's not going to hurt demand having all this stuff connected. So now we get to move on to the fun part, actually building the tracks. And while I'm thinking about it, do we want to do a little just like sidewalky kind of thing for like pedestrians to access the bus station? Is that ugly? That is ugly. It is really ugly. But like treat this as like a little, literally just a sidewalk. So that's literally just going to be a sidewalk so that people that get off the bus station, they don't have to walk all the way around. They can just come right here. Which will hopefully just speed up the time that the Sims can actually like get on the train. And so I guess we don't have any better time than now to start building train tracks. So again, we're just going to parallel the road. I kind of want to start from the other end just because this end is like more open. I'm going to start on the left. And can we tunnel? 400k to tunnel. And you know what, actually I think I made the other station bigger, so I'm going to make this station a little bit bigger. I don't really think we'll need the bigger tracks anytime soon, but if we ever want them, I guess now's an easy time to add them in. So let me do that. Let me add some covers. I don't know if we need underpasses over here, but why not? So, okay, that's pretty long, and man, we're not going to have trains that long for really ever, I don't really think, but so we are probably going to have to tunnel through this. So what does something like that look like? 300k. That does seem steep. That does seem steep. But it is kind of what it is, and let's build it like back here because we're gonna have to turn pretty soon after this tunnel, and I don't think we're gonna be adding 4 tracks to this anytime soon or ever. This is just too narrow. This is too narrow of an island. So let's try this, I guess, and oh god, yeah, no way we're doing 4 tracks on this little island. That is going to be... How are we going to do this? Because we have like another little bore section right here, and then I'll have to like barely clip the... And remember, we're building on the left side, so maybe I try to build from the right side. And why is... Yeah, why wouldn't I want that? What was it doing before? It was doing this like raise thing for 100k more. Yeah, why wouldn't I want this? What the heck? Obviously I want this one. Or maybe do I want this one? I don't know. Alright, let's do this. And then I'm going to start building from the right side. This is a little bit more tricky than I thought it was going to be honest. And we can just do this. Oh, it's not a tunnel anymore. Okay. Interesting. And now we can... think I'm gonna start building from the right side instead, because the right side is gonna be the like cutoff, not the cutoff, but like the determining factor. Like that's as far as we're gonna go to the right. Something like this. 600K. Wow. What is happening here? Why would it default to this like super undergroundy thing? Why wouldn't it just pressing the M key a couple times made it 300K cheaper? It's half the price. What? And this is like smoother anyway. What was that default option? How much is this? Do we want a tunnel at all? Or do we want to just bore through it? Maybe we just clear it like this. I mean, that's the cheapest and the flattest. So I really don't see why we wouldn't do it like this. Not quite as like pretty or visually satisfying as the tunnel, but I think that works. And now we can basically just try to hug the road as much as possible. And we're going to need to come in over there. So maybe we start building from the other side now. And this is the right side of the track. So if we flip the camera around, we're going to need to build from the left side of the track. And it's going to be a little bit awkward here because of this oil refinery. But I mean, that's not too bad. It's not really ideal. And we definitely are not going to be able to expand to 4 platforms. But that's not the end of the world. Maybe we just build to here, just straight out, and then we start turning a little bit. So we built to here straight out. Yeah, that's good. And then we're going to have to turn. I think we just turn and connect them now. So maybe a little bit more backwards, and then we just turn. And how much is it if I just connect the dots? 208,000. I mean, honestly, that's not too bad. That's about what I was thinking. We're going to have 2 crossings here. That's not the end of the world. I don't even really think anyone's going to use this road. So 2 crossings there. And if I press the M and N keys, it already gave us the ideal one. So I think this is good. We have our track. And let's build it. And then finish off the other side. So I think we can just parallel the other side now. And it might be a little bit more expensive because we're closer to the mountain. But we had to go on the right side first just because it was so tight over here. So that is looking good. Let's keep building. That looks pretty good. And then I'm glad we have money now because I wasn't keeping track of how much this was. And I don't think this was cheap. Many things, but not cheap. And there we go. We have a rail set up between the 2 cities. Let's go ahead and add a line. And we can say Aerith to Sutton. Nice. This is going to be a passenger rail, I think is my naming convention. It's been a while since I've made a passenger rail. In 13 episodes in, first passenger rail. Aerith to Sutton. Cool. And let's just do... It's going to throw some challenge flags so we can't access the alternate platforms. Let's do that real quick. All we need is just a simple, just like crossover kind of thing. Doesn't have to be too fancy. And then we're also going to need to signal as well. So let's do, I mean, we have plenty of space over here, so we don't need to do it too tight. I really don't like doing the diamond crossovers, as I mentioned in my train guide, which you guys will find out soon. And instead I like doing this method just a lot better. And let's do, we don't need crossovers really anywhere else other than over here. So let's do it over here as well. And this one's another just really straight shot, so we don't really need to have slow speed limits. We can have faster speed limits a little bit. And again, same thing, just a little crossover like this. I can access both sides. And now let's go ahead and signal it. I like to do 2-way signals on the ends of stations just because I know they're built into the game, but I mean, it just adds an element of realism, which you guys know by now I generally am a fan of. And then let's do one here, and let's do one on either side of this road like this, and maybe one, I don't know, I mean, I don't know if they would do this in real life, but something like that, maybe. I mean, we could probably just do it in the middle here. And looks good. Let's keep going. Signals, maybe like right here. Maybe another one right next to this road. Maybe another one a little bit up here. Again, just visualizing how big your trains are going to be. Something like that, I guess it's going to have to be kind of awkward. Double intersection. And then maybe one more like this. And then last one this way. And just finishing it off with some two ways on the station. And that is a good looking passenger route. So now let's place a depot down, and I'd like to place it somewhere where it won't impact the cities too much. And it looks like we have a couple options. We could go over here, or we could go like over here, and either of those are ideal really. But I'm leaning towards, I mean, honestly, those are really bad spots in general. Let's go like right here. I don't think anything is ever going to be built right here. It's not really close to a city, not really close to anything. So let's see. I have my tracks going this way, so let's have this following the tracks going that way. And honestly, something like that is probably fine. And again, just an easy, nice little connect the dots here. Nothing too fancy. Something like that is fine. And let's do a two-way signal here as well, in case we ever do want to put something back in the depot. I don't think I've ever really put trains back in the depot, but if we want to, we can, I guess. And let's do, let me just alternate line these bad boys as well. And what color do we want this line? I'm a fan of greens and blues, but we do have a lot of greens and blues on the map. What would a red look like? Maybe we stick with a red? Maybe we stick with this, like, what would purple look like? No, that's too hard to tell. Let's do red. And yeah, sure. So let's do, let me just, before I put a train on here, just make sure that everything is connected. That train is connected to that bus stop, and then this train is connected to all that stuff. So we should be good. I mean, these people should basically immediately just start switching over, and then this carriage, I don't know, maybe we leave the carriage on there just as like a heritage kind of thing. But let's go ahead and put a train on here. So I think there is a cool one that came last up. Yeah, this one. I really like the looks of this one for a passenger train. And this is exciting. Just so, again, these are just a mod I have, which I guess the maker of it forgot to put a build date in, but obviously just ignore those. And let's see what we can do. So how fast does this train even go? This train goes 75 kilometers an hour, 400 power, which is I think the highest we've seen so far. And so 75, yeah, we're doing passenger with clear story. Oh yeah. Whoa, 10 mil? Holy guacamole. That's $1 million each. Oh, you know what? I think I have a passenger mod in here that like edits the capacity to add more passengers. But it like looks at how much each passenger like cost as like a unit of like total money divided by total passengers. I think it adds, for every passenger it adds that increment of money. So I think all the passenger cars are like a lot more expensive. Yeah, this one's 14, this one's 48. I think in the like vanilla game these are all like 20 or something like that. I could be wrong, but I think, what is it gonna look like with the green carriages? They go 60. They're a lot cheaper. I still can't afford anything. Russo Bolt. I mean, oh, I don't know, dude. What does this one look like? Honestly, a lot of my, that one's too small. We can't go this too small one. A lot of my criteria is just like, does it look pretty? And that one does look pretty. I do like the red and green combo. And ideally, man, $12 million, 240 capacity. I mean, we don't need to start that heavy, dude. We need to start, like, even one carriage would probably be enough, but we need to at least have it look like this, I think, just because it looks better than having, like, one carriage of this red one. So I think 3 small green ones. Let's borrow a little bit of money. Again, we have basically, money is not something we need to worry about. So let us go ahead and buy this train. And then, oh, I'm excited. Favorite part again is watching trains come out, our first passenger train of the series. And let's go ahead and set him to this red line. Yeah. Exciting, love this part. Nice. That's a looker. Ooh, look at how fancy these ones are. They have like little like white squiggles and paint and stuff. It's pretty. Oh, wow, that is a disgusting passenger compartment. Did really people people had to sit in stuff like this? Are those like, is this like a double-decker carriage? Like, did people sit on top of each other, or was like, this is just for luggage, I'm assuming, up here, and then there's 2 luggage things? But man, is that a cramped carriage. Maybe if we want to have our Sims be in a little bit more luxury, we can give them that bigger passenger car. I didn't realize how cramped this one was. Oh my gosh. But at least this train is beautiful. And I do like just looking at things. This is definitely going on the live wallpaper video, because that is pretty. Don't mind the screenshot noise. I just have to, again, document things. And then with that going, let's see if we should start seeing demand. It's probably not going to be instant, but hopefully we have someone. How many carriages are on this? Are we using these special cross-country carriages? Maybe they're very bad. Maybe replace these ones with like newer ones. And what is capacity 2? Are you serious? That's definitely from the mod I have, because I think all of these ones are like 5 passengers by default, but I think it makes more sense to, what the heck, like 2 people? Like, who's gonna use that? Let's try, do we want to do this weird thing? Steam bus? Le Mans to Paris? I mean, I don't know, dude. I like the horse and carriage a lot. Let's just replace it with the regular ones, and then we can add in, maybe we add in 2 more for each direction, and then again, that's just gonna like drive people to use the trains. And let's do the same thing here. Sutton. Can we, which one is this? Is that this one? That is this one. Let's just do it and then duplicate it a couple times. I like the idea of having different carriages in every city, just because it, like, cities have their own culture and stuff. And then, I don't know, dude, if we simulate for long enough, these guys should realize that there's a faster route than the passenger bus stop, whatever. And hopefully we didn't hopefully we didn't build this massive line for no reason, and that they actually want to take the train instead of taking this bus. That'll be really disappointing if we spend all that money and then they don't even want to. I have to speed this up. Let me pause time and then speed up the simulation a little bit, because I have to see. I'm so curious to see if people actually use this train station. If people don't use this, that would be a big bummer. It's coming in. Okay, I think we I think we overestimated the size of the trains we'd be building, especially if there's no one that wants to use the trains. And I mean, we have, where do they want to go? They want to go to Sutton. Oh, there's only, maybe there's not enough people that want to go there. Honestly, I'm gonna have to end this route, because I think the people that do want to go there are all in this route. Vehicles online. Let me play this. Honestly, sorry, dude, you're being sold. And then we're retiring this line. Maybe one day when the train is useful again. Oh, as soon as we did that, we got someone. So all these people should have disappeared, which they did. Where are they going? Are they going to the train station? Wait, I'm so interested. Are they going to the train station? Please tell me they're going to the train station. Oh. Oh. Are they going? Are they just walking home through the train station? No way, right? They're going to the train station. Come on. Oh. Yeah. They're going to the train station. Which guy am I following right now? My camera is like all wonky. Yay! They went to the train station. We have 27 people. So we did. We had to retire that bus line, which is kind of a shame. I kind of like the visual of just having a carriage go across the map, but I mean, obviously train is just going to be so much better in every way. And maybe we can see their destinations. No one wants to go anywhere else. They don't want to go to Burton Lattimore. And dude, that is painful to have this ship just dry heading for so long. And I think maybe we try to connect these ones to get some ship interest again. But let's see, where's our train? Slow down. Are there people on the train? Let's go back into passing time mode. And let's go ahead and pay off our loan that we used to make the train, because again, our cargo network is so clutch. We have just a ridiculous amount of resources. Wow. There's a lot of brick. Wow, we have a lot of trains too, don't we? But we're gonna need a third train for that brick eventually. And cool, well, we did it. I mean, we did it. Once demand increases a little bit, we can, oh wow, 41? I'm gonna slow down time a little bit and just enjoy this train. So maybe a slight B-roll section, kind of like throwback to other couple episodes. Just because this train is kind of fun to see. There people, wow, that looks horribly uncomfortable. That's where they have to sit? Alright, I think we're gonna want to upgrade cars for them because I just pity them. Let's see how much money it makes though. Because right now it's just lost money, which obviously we know because it just dry-headed both ways. And honestly, the platforms are so ridiculously overkill that the train is going to slow down way before it even gets there. I don't think we're ever going to need a 320 meter length train between these two cities. Right? I mean, yeah, that was overkill. But oh well, maybe we could like split up the platforms and then have like one platform here, two platforms here, 3 and 4 or something. I don't know, that's more of a down the road thing. It's not that important. But let's do 49 people are here. Okay, I'm liking it. 49 people, and I'm just gonna speed this up to let it get to the other side of the map and see how much money it makes just because I'm curious. And then I think we end that one here. And I am curious to see as well where the people go. Are they all... I think they're all going to get off and wait to the bus station. Yeah, so that's why I put this little sidewalk thing. It's literally just a sidewalk so that the Sims get to the bus stop faster. I think that'll speed things up. And maybe we can add a tram in the next episode too. But yeah, dude, this train is really satisfying. It's also just a really pretty route. Oh! That elk just got run over, dude. Did you see that? That elk ran directly in front of the train. But yeah, no, this is pretty. All our sailing ships too. This is definitely passing the vibe check. And this one has what, 49 passengers? So, but yeah, dude, that looks cramped. Oh my gosh, I can't believe they made people travel like this. Oh, we're here. How many people are waiting now? 18. So this city doesn't have big demand, but then these people will have to come home. So 368. Hey, we're not quite profitable, but we're getting there. Not quite together, but I'm getting there. And let's go ahead and end this one here, guys. Maybe the next episode we get a tram. Maybe next episode we even build some of the bigger ships somewhere. And I'd love to get this ship I really want to see, and then the Great Eastern, 400 compartments. I don't know, maybe we just slap that one on like maybe this marble line, because that is a ludicrous amount of oil. Or, silver. Ludicrous amount of silver. But yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will see you in the next one.